Welcome to the You at Your Best podcast. I'm your host, Morgan. Before we get into the episode, let me give a little bit of an introduction for anyone who's new. If you like listening to someone process life in real time, or you are neurodivergent, an overthinker, a perfectionist, or maybe feel things deeply, this is the podcast for you. This is a non-professional, very human podcast about choosing authenticity over performance. My goal is to remind you to always come back to yourself. I talk about very deep things. I don't avoid vulnerability, but I trust you to know what resonates, what feels safe, and what might be too much for you right now. And I also share a journal prompt at the end of every single episode to help you think. So join me if you want to create a life that actually feels like you, so that you can become you at your best. All right, let's go ahead and get into this week's episode. Hello, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. For this week's episode, I have to record it pretty quick because tomorrow is my daughter's birthday and her birthday party is this weekend. So we have so much to do. I have so much to do today. I'm trying to record this during her nap. It's an exciting time, but we're super busy. Today's episode is going to be part 2 to last week's episode. Last week was about my body image struggles throughout my life, just kind of a reflection on what I've been through and my own experiences. This week's episode is about how to heal your body image without trying to fix your body, without focusing on your body. So the first one is to stop treating your body like a problem that needs to be solved. I feel like a lot of us, we feel like our body has to look a certain way. Like we'll see people on social media and we'll think, my body doesn't look anything like theirs. And I hate that I don't look like those other people. And we can just get into our heads about like, my body is never good enough and I need to fix this problem that my body is. But reality is our bodies are not a problem. Our bodies are just who we are. Our bodies guide us through life and help us move and do things that we kind of take for granted a little bit. So instead of treating our bodies like a problem, we can start being grateful for our bodies and think like, I may not be entirely confident in how my body looks all the time, but look at what my body does for me. Look at how my legs can move around and get me places. My arms can hold things. Our body is the reason why we're here, so we have to appreciate it and we have to show it love. So stop treating your body like it's something that needs to be solved, and instead treat it like it's something that is valuable and deserves to be worshipped even. The next one that I have is to change the way you speak about your body. Stop saying unkind things about your body. I know a lot of the time, like we're joking, and I joke all the time. I make self-deprecating jokes all the time. I love doing it, but sometimes over time we can kind of start to believe them if that's what we're really focusing on, like making some joke about our stomach being big. And at first it's funny, but over time, if we keep on making that same joke, we start to think, wait, maybe my stomach is too big, and it's just not helpful and it doesn't make us feel better. It just kind of makes us feel worse. Instead, speak kindly about your body. Thank your body for what it gives to you. Whenever you feel uncomfortable or maybe a little bit less confident one day, try to focus on the good parts of your body. Maybe comment on the things that you love about yourself instead of the things that you hate about yourself. For example, I don't love how my stomach looks, but I love that I have sort of an hourglass body shape, so I focus on the hourglass instead of the fact that my stomach isn't always flat. This next one is a reminder for those who struggle with disordered eating. Fed is best. So it is better for you to eat something unhealthy than to not eat at all. And look at it as food is fuel. Food is not bad or good. It's just neutral. And just please keep that in your mind. Please remember that I don't need to worry so much about what I'm eating. Try to stop overthinking your food. You can't control how your body looks. You can't change how you feel about your body by simply making yourself smaller. Even if you have the most perfect body, you will still find flaws because you are human and flaws exist. Being human means that your body is never going to look the same 24/7. There are going to be times where you're bloated. There are going to be times where you're not bloated at all. And that's okay. Your body looking a certain way isn't going to change anything about how you feel about yourself. What's going to change how you feel about yourself is your mindset and how you speak to yourself in those moments where maybe you start struggling or start worrying about how your body looks. Your ability to reframe whenever you start feeling like you need to control something. The next one that I have is to reconnect with your body through expression instead of appearance. So through dancing, writing, singing, running, just moving your body, working out, doing yoga, but because you want to be skinny, because your body needs to let go of that energy. Connect with your senses and how you feel and really pay attention to what your body is asking you for and give it that instead. The next one is to stop body checking behaviors. So stop constantly looking at yourself in the mirror and looking at how your body feels in certain photos or at certain angles, or taking videos of yourself just to see what your body looks like. The best thing whenever you're in this kind of headspace is to literally just kind of ignore your body. Don't think about it. If you're worried that you look not as good in an outfit as you wish you did, stop focusing on that. Literally just ignore it. And I know it can be so hard sometimes, but focus on something else. Find something external to focus on, like find a hobby that you genuinely enjoy, or focus on genuine human connection instead of focusing so much on what you look like. Just try to stop focusing so much on your body and try to stop checking how it looks in every single angle or every single position. The next one is learn to be okay with the discomfort that comes with existing in your body. Sometimes we can feel so uncomfortable and so worried about how we look that we don't know how to sit in that discomfort. But a huge part of healing your relationship with your body is being able to be uncomfortable with the fact that you are no longer allowed to body check, for example. Be okay with sitting in that discomfort of literally telling yourself you cannot record your body, you cannot take pictures of your body from every angle, and you cannot constantly check how you look in mirrors. The next tip is to take care of your body because you love it and not because you hate it. Work out because it feels good. Eat food because it makes you happy and it brings you joy and it fulfills your cravings. The next one is to buy clothes that fit your current body instead of hoping that you will one day fit into your old clothes. You may one day fit into those old clothes, and if you have an ideal body, that's okay, as long as you're not using it to hate yourself. But for right now, buy clothes that fit your body right now. Let yourself wear things that make you feel good right now and how your body looks right now without changing anything. And if that means wearing whatever the hell you can find so that you don't focus on your body, that is okay too. And it's really important to just wear what makes you happy. If you feel confident in something, that's what matters. If it's an outfit that you love, but you are worried about other people's judgment, just wear it anyways because it makes you feel good. And for me with this tip, something that I do all the time, I'll wear an outfit that I love, but maybe is like a bit out of my comfort zone on days where I'm just like with my boyfriend and my daughter and I don't feel judged, or people are not paying attention to me, they're paying attention to their own thing, like the park or the movies or out to dinner, or even just around the house, just to get comfortable in something that makes me feel good while also putting myself out of my comfort zone a little bit so that I can feel good in what I'm wearing. And this is a good tip for finding style, finding your personal style. That way I'm still wearing what makes me feel happy, but I don't have to stress worrying about other people's opinions or other people's thoughts. Just to test how it feels throughout the day, how that outfit feels, how I feel in it. That was my last tip that I had written down, but the biggest thing that I want to say is that your body should not define your life, and it definitely doesn't have a say in if you get to be happy or not. Sometimes we genuinely believe that we won't be happy until we get something that we want really bad. And in this case, that's our dream body. But reality is happiness doesn't come from external things. It comes from how we feel on the inside, how we view things, our ability to reframe whenever we struggle, and our ability to be grateful for what we have in this exact moment. For this week's journal prompt, it's kind of a different one. I want you to kind of like write a letter to your body, thanking it for its resilience and all that it does for you and the way that it supports you every day. Try to focus on shifting towards being kinder and more compassionate toward your body. And as you're writing about this, don't say anything about how your body looks. Okay, that's all for today. If something in this episode resonated, share it with a friend who needs a little reminder that they're not alone. If you want more conversations like these, be sure to follow and rate this podcast. Downloading this episode is one of the best ways to help this podcast grow, so be sure to do that. If you want to find me on social media, all of my links are in my link tree in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next Sunday.